Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Slay the Princess. I don't really remember exactly where we left off, so I just loaded my most recent save, and I was gonna click through it to start like a new path from the very beginning.
Let me guess. End the world?
But you can do something here that I don't think I did last time. And if I did, then I guess
Spoken
whatever.
with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Yeah, I remember you. Also, if you're wondering what I'm eating, it's a giant thing of sunflower seeds. Freaking love these things.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Why not?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
No, I doubt you.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know, what do you want to do? What did I do? I think I accidentally clicked this one.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers
Slipping
as they
through my
intertwine with
fingers.
hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
But like, what are we?
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Also, I feel like is it in preferences? I feel like the music is really loud. I just turned it down a little bit.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in.
Are the voices down? No, the voices are there. That's so weird. Is it just me, or does the volume for the music seem like really loud? Doesn't have to be so happy about this.
What happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
But we did leave last time.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
The strength.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Same. Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
What did I click last time?
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand and the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
No.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay
I don't think
her
I stabbed her
before
yet
it's too
in
late.
this iteration.
You take the blade from the table, turning its tip towards the unsuspecting princess.
That's so sad.
Thank you. Wait. No. You barbarian, what are you doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike.
Oh.
The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you.
That's
Your
so
blade
sad.
pierces
Oh,
her
that's so
heart,
sad.
and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I was just clicking through it, like, whatever, boop, 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 like, I was just click, 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 trying to get to the next beginning. And then I saw this, and I was like, wait, what did I just do? Did I do that last time? I don't think I did, so I was like, I'm gonna go back, reload, try and get this again.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world
Slain
is
innocent. That's a new
saved.
thing.
Thank you for seeing this through. I know it
Lady
must have-
killer. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Who is that by again? There's a song called Lady Killers. It's like off, dance with you. Really
I feel sick.
weird. I forget who it's by.
Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived.
Pew pew.
And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
How dismissive, narrator.
Get over it. You smarmy ass.
Did we just take
There's
another
nothing
knife?
in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? You absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Okay. I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no! That's what you want. Let's see what happens. Remain silent. I'm gonna save. Cool. Let's see what happens.
No, let's not do that.
Let's do it.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now.
Very Romeo and
All of you
Juliet-esque.
may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Have at you! Have at you all!
I've never understood that. Have at you.
Don't believe this. What? What don't you believe?
That's something I want to look up now. Where did that come from?
Plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
Aw, we die together. How
Can't
sweet.
be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 3! Oh my gosh.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She
My
won't
wrath.
be alive and well when we return to that cabin.
Voice of the
'Cause
Cold.
she's dead.
Wait.
We killed her.
You killed her.
Was he
and
here before?
So I
With
killed
Smitten?
you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Was he here before with
Oh,
Smitten?
and I'm still here too.
I don't remember.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
I mean,
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third.
third.
What gave it away?
Oh, I guess in this line, yeah.
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further.
How so?
Though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
I don't know, she seemed
And
fine.
if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Smitten is
Don't
intense.
provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
Oh, he's done it a lot, actually.
It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my god, you guys.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world. I'll believe that when I see her living body. Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again.
You already knew that.
Yes, she's alive. But you're going to have to make her not alive. You'll have to slay her. It's your job. We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption, and this time it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything. Let's do our best to keep him away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear? Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Or, I'm done with this. Bye! Let's explore
If this
first.
isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading, and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. Yes, I already told you that she's alive.
Yeah, dude.
Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I don't think so either.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life. But if things
Ooh.
restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is change.
Hold, you've got a
I
point.
shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually, and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Okay.
Again, he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
Oh wait, is this in the timeline where, like, we had the knife with us, but we chose not to kill her, but then she decided to kill us because the narrator tried to make us kill her or something?
We don't
Is that this
know
one?
She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
But it's different now, so that would be interesting. I kind of wanted to do the same thing where I'm like, oh my god, I super love you. Just to see how it goes.
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are. I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke.
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
I'm gonna... Actually, sorry, I didn't want a quick save. I wanted to save. I'll save there. Return? Let's say I'm done by first.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Okay, proceed to the cabin then.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable.
Yeah,
It's stressful.
got a good
Yes,
point.
Having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
I mean, you can have all the feelings you want, it's just... when you act on them without really thinking through what you're doing.
You're saying
That's
that
the
like stress is
that's
just
the
something
part
you can
that's a
turn
little
off.
stressful.
It is. It's easy.
You can't turn off stress. You
Whatever
crazy.
happens, are you even alive?
If you
What's
can,
the
I just
point
don't know
of
how to do
doing
it.
anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
Whoa.
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each
Yo.
elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone.
What's up, girl?
You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Yeah,
My beloved. So she does live.
in a way.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's
Yeah, there
the
is.
door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Because maybe it's still in her.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
That too, good point.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest.
Baby.
Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right. You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now.
You're so
The
cute.
door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Who's a handsome dog? You're a handsome dog. Sorry, my puppy is like looking up at me, being like, please give me attention, pet me. Aw, he cute. Alright, approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Wipe it
It's
clean.
time for all of you to see what we've become.
What have we become?
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Like what?
I see.
What is my dog
We
doing?
are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she
Oliver.
might still see some
You doing?
good in us. No way left to go but down.
Go on. Enter the basement. Sorry, my dog is
The
like
door
really
to the
wanting my
basement
attention right
creaks
now.
open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
Oh, I just noticed her. She's so cute.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality.
Ghost flames?
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's
My
just an
love.
old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good? Is anyone there? I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. Yeah, that's the smart thing to say. Sorry about last time. Are we good?
No response. Do you think she's upset with us?
Maybe.
I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? He keeps going back and forth trying to get something. I don't know what he's doing.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost?
Yes.
What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
Well, last time
She
she
can
was a
look all
ghost, she
she
crushed our
wants.
heart.
It'll-
Just saying. Proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final step,
Oh my
the form
God.
of the princess comes into view.
Why is she down there?
A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the
Uh-oh.
sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Did she lock us in?
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch.
Is she gonna kill us?
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart,
That's what I said.
and yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad.
Wouldn't that mean there's-
Catastrophic, even.
Wouldn't that mean that there's two then? Because she's got one in her, but there's one in her body down at the bottom too.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That
I missed you too.
angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Are we gonna get set on fire?
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry
Oh,
after
no.
uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions. Clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Ooh, save. I'll save over that one, because that one didn't matter as much. Why did you close the door? Let me out, or are you trying to kill me? I'm going to burn. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm so sorry. Rush for the blade, rush to the door. So many options. Why'd you close the door?
Because I want to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
Sure.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Probably
Bad.
not good.
I bet it'll feel really, really bad.
Yeah, probably really not
Yes,
good.
it will be terrible. So you'd better come up with something to do, and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
What's wrong with you? I don't want this. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Just don't let me burn. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry. Rush for the blade. Rush to the door. Don't let me
You'll
burn.
understand when it's over. Just like I understood after you stabbed me in the heart. Everything is okay.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer.
Oh god.
You can
Why don't we
practically
just
feel
walk
your
up a little
skin
bit?
sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Maybe I should. Maybe for this first time, I'll burn. Second time, I'll go for the blade. Third time, I'll go for the door. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
The flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away,
Ow.
causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp.
Am I bacon?
As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
Whoa.
This is terrible. We're going to die.
How would you be able to burn if you don't technically have a form?
I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we won't have nerves.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away.
This is
Pain
the definition of
unbearable
crazy
at
in love.
first.
by
Every
Beyonce.
inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Burning alive is a fate I do not wish on anyone.
But it isn't
Ew!
long before the flames take your
Ew,
nerves.
no!
And with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
Ooh!
See? That wasn't so bad.
I don't know, dude. I'm sure leading up to it, it fucking hurts.
It was so bad.
Somehow, nothing's so much worse.
You got so quiet there.
You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
Why is her hair burning, but her veil and her dress aren't burning? And like her skin's burning and her hands are burning, but the rest of her clothes aren't?
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
Spooky.
It's very romantic, really.
Burning down the
We
house.
got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Damn, son. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memories return.
She's gone.
Or memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
For funsies. It's gonna
It
be
feels
okay.
so bad, like looking into it right now. Yes.
Yeah.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Green for a while, yeah. You guys said that last time. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's gonna be nice.
Okay. She'll be there waiting for.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Wah! I'm all slimy. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Yeah, they do. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished? You still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels? How many more?
We will know when we near our destination.
So not near? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just want it to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate you. No, it seems distant.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Have you figured out what you want when we
The
finish?
desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Oh,
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
mayhaps. You still care where I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with.
Okay.
Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh, that always gets me. That always scares me. The giant. Psh. Ugh. Okay, cool. Hero and the
You're
Princess.
on a path. You're here to.
I'm actually going to reload this one because I want to see the other two. Ah, wait, no, I saved over it. Fuck, never mind. Hang on. I didn't want to save. I wanted to load. I'll go back to this one and I'll cut. Well, actually, what if we say no?
You're not doing this.
Let's do the no first, and then I'll go back and we'll get to the other parts.
You may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Have it you! Have it you all!
Didn't I say no?
Don't believe this.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him?
I'm not. He just made it happen.
That's right. You're all...
Everything goes dark.
and you die.
Wait a second. No, load. Didn't I say no?
Exactly. All of you. What?
Oh, he just does it.
Runs the-
Okay, got it.
I'm not.
That's right.
Everything goes dark.
Okay, so there's no difference there.
You're on you. She won't. You. And you.
Oh, if I say
Alright, they're gonna argue for a little bit.
Can I?
Well,
I'm
good. Can I? Yeah, wait. Let's.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm done.
You-
Bye. Let's go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
Proceed to the cabin.
She does. Maybe.
Approach the mirror.
You,
I'm just trying to get back to the part where
research, no?
she's set everything on fire now.
Even the blade with my. Your eye.
Yeah. Proceed down the stairs.
Says, what do you thought? You turned to see. Oh, yeah, but you
This.
talk.
It'll.
Fire! Okay, so now I'm gonna save real fast. Back in that spot. Okay, so let's rush for the blade.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs.
You look so sad.
Your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade. The metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as
Ooh.
it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon.
Ouch.
The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest.
Okay, so
Pain
basically the
is
same thing
unbearable
happens.
at first. But it is there. Oh,
Okay, so yeah, we just burn and then it's basically all the same. Okay. So let's load. Rush to the door?
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a red. You ignore them. You're stuck. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours.
Oh, okay.
You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile.
Okay, so we just, no matter what we do, we just burn. Which is kind of cool, but also kind of sucks. Let's just approach the mirror, shall we? He's in the reflection. Okay, we're gonna go to a whole new world. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. New one. What are some options we haven't done yet?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Did we ever just go for like a straight up kill her thing? I'm trying to remember what we did in the past games, and I really don't remember. Not all of the options. I remember that I didn't do the options as much where I like... Maybe I need to do the option where I bring the
You make
knife
your way up
so
a
she's
short path.
kind of mad, but I don't kill her.
The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's me!
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it.
Yeah, she's all mad now. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Come on down!
You walk down the stairs
What's up, girl?
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Maybe.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna save. And we're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Or okay, we've talked enough. You coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Is that how that works? How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Go away, narrator.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
No.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
You can always cut off your arm like you did last time.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Cutting off her arm? I mean, she's done it before.
She is. I'm sure of it.
She's already done it. There's people who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
That's what I'm wondering.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No. They have not. What are you going to do if I let you out? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
No, you don't.
Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay. Still have a few more questions. Actually, I've changed my mind. Examine the change. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful.
Let's do it.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Why not? If they never expected her to see the light of day, then they wouldn't have expected her to have gone up the stairs. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Let me
Your
out!
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yes, I will! I'll do
You make
it.
your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Easier for you.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Not true.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, no, we're cutting someone out of chains, but save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
No.
you place the blade against the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work
That's
of
so
it.
gross.
Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings,
Gross.
the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's do.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
What are you gonna do?
As the princess
No!
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and
Oh,
raises the
you're doing this
blade.
again?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh, you will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Cool.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I mean, it's different than the last time that we did that, because last time we were, like, friendly with her, right?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to cabin.
A warning before she will...
Don't trust her. Yeah.
No, I didn't. Just ignore
You didn't
this
wink.
clown and focus on the princess.
Wait, someone winked? Hang on, I totally skipped over all of that. I'm so sorry. I forgot in chapter 2 is usually when we have the inclusion of someone else.
The interior
someone
of the
winked?
cabin
This is slightly
less
different.
a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna save, because I don't know if I want to take the blade or not, but I think the first time I'm gonna do the same thing where I take the blade but don't kill her.
Take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Skeptic. Have we seen them before? I can't remember.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illumine
We're doing her a
voice,
favor, yeah.
harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs
okay,
and
yeah,
lock
that's
eyes
different.
with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sure. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Don't you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. We're gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Cool with that.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where I'm told to.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers this? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here. You're not that much of a threat. My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife.
I do.
What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Oh shit, not with your... You can't do that with your head.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
It wouldn't.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Would that be upsetting? I feel like I wouldn't be upset if I found out there were other versions of me that existed.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Why is that, though?
I won't. Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
I'm always curious about that. How, I mean, sometimes I think maybe it makes sense, but like, sometimes people are like, it's better if you don't have all of the information, you know? Because then you can act accordingly, but I feel like in a way, sometimes that's just a manipulation, because it's like, I'm only going to tell you exactly what you need to hear in order for you to do what I want you to do. Because if I actually divulge all of the information, you're going to act in a way that you want to act, not in the way that I want you to act. That's part of the reason why I don't trust that narrator, because he isn't divulging information, and I'm like, I would really trust you more if you just told me everything and let me figure it out for myself.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not daydreaming, I just have a lot of people in my head. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died.
You went upstairs?
I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So she can't leave.
And now you're back.
I mean, like, I kind of figured but, like, the one time that we did leave the cabin with her, it just brought us to, like, the end, where she got absorbed by herself. But I guess she really can't.
Is that really
leave,
all
right?
she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I trust you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too? What's the other chain on the wall?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I might inspect the shackle. Yeah, I'm gonna save again. Okay. Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I would not do such things if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Sure.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
What if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you
Do-do-do-do-do.
approach the
Inspect
chain
the
dangling
shackle.
from the far wall.
Do-do-do-do-do.
The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
What's up, girl?
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Ooh.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Interesting.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yeah!
Yes.
Prison of the mind, become your own jailer. Wait, but if her shackles work the same way, then that knife couldn't go near her anyways, right?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
I'm cool with
That's
that.
funny.
What are we supposed
You're
to
my
do
bud.
now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen?
No.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Ooh. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Me neither, honestly.
That's rude.
No, it's not. She doesn't want to talk. Just why does she have to talk? So we're both stuck here. Wait
You
in
and the
silence.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Why is it rude to not want to talk to people? Like, specifically small talk, because it's like... Especially for me, this is an issue, because I have limited energy. You know that whole spoon analogy or whatever? You only have so much spoons, and some of the spoons are like really big and some of them are small or whatever. Being social is like a really small spoon for me. I don't have a lot of social energy, so like when I'm talking to people, I like to say what I mean and mean what I say, and I don't like to like beat around the bush or anything. So for me, small talk is really painful and it takes a lot of energy because I'm like, I have to think of what is socially acceptable for me to say and what you're expecting me to say versus what I actually want to say. Like when someone's like, hey, how's it going? In my brain, I'm like, do they actually want to know how it's going with me? Or is this just their way of saying hi? And like 99% of the time, it's just them being like, hi. But for me, I'm like, why not just say hi? Why ask how's it going if you don't actually want to know? Because if I'm like, let's just see if they actually want to know, and then I talk to them about it, and then they're like, you didn't need to tell me all of that, man. And I'm like, but you asked. And they're like, fair point. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, fuck. Anyways, so you don't have to talk. I don't mind sitting in silence.
Something we can do to get out of here.
Being quiet with people is really nice.
Missing.
Why don't we do that more? Just sit in silence with people. Enjoy the company without talking.
But there isn't.
Even though I love talking.
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
I'm gonna pick your nose.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
I can probably kick her.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
That's what I'm wondering.
It just does.
But how?
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. Let me guess. The cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit
I'm
of
noticing
weathering
them.
here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
No, she's not rude. She don't want to talk. Doesn't mean I can't ask a question, though.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework,
And little
watch lichen
roots.
spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there
Ooh.
are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that?
Whoa.
We
Oh,
made it out of the cabin, so this is the outside world.
I didn't mean to
It's
click,
cold.
but... I guess we did. But you didn't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
You've been here
It
before.
feels
You always
so
get
bad,
scared.
Like looking into it right now.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll approach. Whatever. You approach
I
the
don't
mirror.
Like that silence.
The voices feel small and distant as you approach. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror always leaves them, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh, the remains. You've unraveled. Interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Hmm?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
There's trees and stars.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
The people or the tears? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
You know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Finally have answers, I guess.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Ooh!
And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Oh my god.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
Ooh. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here. No, we're gonna complete her.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, I'm so excited! Okay. I'm gonna end this episode here, and...
You're on a path.
No, you're on a path.
And at the end
And
of
when we
that
come
path
back, that's gonna,
is a
I guess, be
cabin.
the final episode, because
And in the
we're gonna
basement of
figure
that
out
cabin
who
is
the
a
last one is.
princess.
I think it might have to do with that same path that I was on with the shackle girl, shackle princess. But instead of shackling myself, maybe I have to talk to her or kill her or something. I don't know. But I guess we'll see. We'll see in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm really excited to maybe finally finish this game because I want to know what we are, both of us. The two of us. Are we one? Are we separate? What am I? What is she? What are we together? Like, I want to know. I'm so curious. But yeah, so that's going to be it for Slay the Princess for now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!